The White Wanderer in Christmas. When I was 7 years old in second grade, I always got bullied. I have to admit that my grades aren't good either, but I hate it when people tell me how stupid I was. One time, during a parent-teacher meeting, my math teacher, Mrs. Andrea, was complaining about how bad my grades were and that I've always seemed to space out during her lessons. She was very concerned for me regarding my IQ and whether or not I have a mental disability. My parents addressed the situation and told her that I was born autistic and I think slower than other students. My mother was a child psychiatrist, so to see her calling me autistic hits different. Even though they say I have a disorder, I would say that I just think differently. Even during my family gatherings, they made fun of my autism. I do not feel any kind of sorrow, but I felt really furious inside. Whenever I tried explaining to them something I didn't do, they always would not believe my stories. One time I was in the kitchen trying to grab some orange juice. Suddenly, Aiden came in. Aiden is the name of our house cat. "Aiden, please not now," I said with a grunt of my face. His stomach growls and saw me opening the fridge, so he did what any normal cat would do. He jumps into the fridge attempting to grab a quick snack. "Aiden, no!" I put down my orange juice and grabbed him, but he held on to the milk carton in the fridge and spills it. Just as things were about to get worse, my dad walked in on me and thought I was the one who's spilling the milk. I tried explaining to him what had happened, and his answers are always the same. "You should have known better." I cannot do anything. My parents won't believe me. No one will. On Thursday, 22 December 1998, I woke up on a snowy day at Christmas. Glowing white, everything feels cozy, and you always have that warm feeling inside your heart during Christmas. It's a lovely morning, and a lovely school holiday. Feeling like a sloth, but I was a bit tired because I didn't get much sleep last night. I took a shower and brushed my teeth and my hair. I went to go grab some breakfast downstairs. I grabbed a buttermilk biscuit and make some hot chocolate to start my day warm. During this season, kids usually build a snowman outside and play with the other kids. Instead, I was staying in my room and decided to draw, which is a hobby of mine. I really like to draw. I like to draw my imagination, everything I see, or every dream I have ever dreamt into a piece of paper to see what it looks like. As morning passed by, I was getting quite bored and got nothing to do. When I looked outside my backyard window, what I saw there was a bit odd. I saw a really strange figure. It looks about approximately 4 to 5 feet tall, not too sure. It has a white humanoid glowing figure. But one thing for sure is that thing wasn't human, nor a snowman. No snowman would be shaped like that. I cannot see its face, nor any details of its appearance. All I see was a white figure standing there, with its head looking down at its feet. Its body was tilting a bit on the left. It was in my backyard, and it was so white that it blends in with the snow a bit. I was weirded out. I thought to myself, I must be seeing things. Maybe I'm tired. Because excuses like that are much easier to understand. I was going to grab my spectacles to double check it. But when I looked at the backyard again, it wasn't there anymore. And after that, I was assured that I was just hallucinating. After that weird experience, I decided that it was time for me to take a nap. I closed my curtains and dozed off. Meanwhile, 4 hours had passed since I had taken a nap. I woke up from my bed feeling like a sloth. Very lazy, I checked my phone to see what time it is and saw that it was 10 p.m. I lay back down in my bed. I looked around my room and was concerned. I was so concerned because of how luminous the room is. It's 10 p.m. It should be dark by now. I opened the curtains and was trembling with confusion and shocked. The moon is out, but what makes the outside so bright is how everything is. Every house was white. Even the tree and leaves are white. The neighbor children were all white, with their clothes and everything. Their hair, even their eyelids, were white. Everything was white. It wasn't like this before. The last time I remember, there was more than one color when I got outside. All the kids and adults, everyone outside was staring at me with the creepiest smile I have ever seen. They don't even look human. They all look like paper. Suddenly the sound of a flashbang was coming from outside, and it gets louder and louder by the second, and I closed my ears and eyes and started crying. "What is going on?" I cried. A few moments later, I was woken up at a hospital by my parents. I was in a state of confusion and relief. I don't know why my parents brought me to the hospital. "Is everything alright, dear?" my mom said. "What happened?" "Calm down, dear. You don't remember what happened? You were laying on the floor of your bedroom. Your father and I tried to wake you up, but you weren't responding. The last thing I remember was that everything was white. My parents probably just think that I'm being autistic again."